Hello, welcome to Dry Creek Beekeeping. So you may remember last week I did my first real hive check of the year, and I noticed something that was a bit suspicious with my beta hive. It was not producing brood yet, which could be a sign that the queen is dead. So here I am, 1 week later, and my goal today is to definitively find out whether or not the queen is dead or alive. Also, before we start this video, I have something to say real quick. We are so close to 100 subscribers on my channel, and it's been a long time coming, but it would mean so much to me if I could reach that goal finally, after almost a year. So if you could, to help me reach this goal, it would be amazing if you could subscribe. Now with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. Alright, so already I am seeing some great things here. Look at that. There are bees with pollen coming into the hive. That is huge. That is amazing to see. That means that somewhere out here there are flowers in bloom, and they are bringing pollen to their hive. That's awesome to see. So as you guys may know, right now I still have the feeders on the hive. The way it's looking right now, they haven't gone down that much, but they have gone down a little bit, so that means that they've been drinking from it, which is very good. But I need to take those feeders off again so that I can get into the main body of the hive. Oh yeah, they're definitely drinking from those. Now what I'm hoping to see here is just to immediately find a frame full of brood. That is the ideal. Is that likely to happen? No, probably not, the way it looked from the last time. However, that is the goal. Yeah, alright, so again, no brood. However, they have been building up some good pollen stores, which, that's nice. But it won't mean that much if there isn't a queen alive in this hive. I honestly don't know where they've been finding all of this pollen, since I have not seen a single flower. So because this frame has no brood on it, I'm gonna have to look through it very thoroughly to see if I can find the queen, to make sure that she is still alive. Actually, wait a minute. Scratch that. It looks like there are eggs on these frames. And I know I won't be able to show you guys this, more than likely. I don't know if you can see in there well enough, but there are actually eggs in the frames, which probably means that the queen is alive. But I am still going to go ahead and look at a couple more frames here, because that was only eggs on that frame. I saw no larvae or anything. Well, once again, I am surprised, because look at that. Where last week there was not any brood, now we have a frame full of it. That is so good to see. And there's also some on this side, but it's blocked by bees. I was so worried there when last week we couldn't find even an egg on any of these frames. It's so good to see that the queen is in fact alive in this hive, and this hive is thriving. Now, the way it looks is they are still all up here. I don't really think there's much going on in the lower box. If there's not much going on, then I'll have to do a brood box reversal on this hive to make sure that the queen stays in the lower box. So now, just because I'm curious, I'm going to take a quick look in the alpha hive and see how they're doing, because if they already had brood being made well before this hive, then I'm really interested to know where they're going to be at now. But before we look in this hive, I need to change this entrance reducer So that's not the small entrance, but rather the bigger one. So this is the one that they were going out. This is going to be their new one. And there we go. Pretty soon here I need to move them out of this tent. The tent is getting a little bit too crowded with a bunch of bees flying around and me in here as well. However, there's still some cold days yet to come, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Yeah, so I'm pretty much just going to be looking at one frame here. I don't want to mess with these guys too much, and that wasn't exactly the point of the video to start with, to look at this hive. But yeah, still looks like good brood and egg production, so... Oh, and actually, I see some new bees. Wow, that is so good to see. I wonder if I can actually get this on film. Yeah, so see that one right there? That is a new bee. And so is that one right there. So that means that they are producing new bees. So I don't really have to worry as much about this hive anymore because the bee turnover has begun. The winter bees are dying off and they're being replaced by brand new spring bees. And that's all I'm gonna look at with this hive, so yeah, I guess I am done here today. So to recap what I saw today with my hive, last week I wasn't really sure whether or not the queen of the beta hive was still alive. This week, however, I am 100% certain that she is in fact alive, because I was not only seeing eggs and larvae, but also quite a bit of brood as well, which is very, very good to see. I also took a quick look at my alpha hive to see how they were doing. Not that I really needed to, just because I was curious. They actually have new bees in the hive, which means they have begun the turnover from winter bees to spring bees, which is very good to see. Well, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Again, we are so close to 100 subscribers, so it would mean a ton if you could bring us to that huge milestone. Also, if you have any questions or just have something to say, feel free to leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.